Hi everyone, this is Susie again from SusieMuketips.com, and I want to talk to you today about sickle cell and coronavirus vaccine. Now, I don't know about where you live, but here in Calgary, where I live, all restrictions have been lifted, so people are no longer required to wear masks or even to social distance when they go to public places. And this set me thinking, being a sickle cell patient who hasn't taken the vaccine yet, what can I do to keep myself safe and healthy, especially now that the restrictions are no longer in place? Um, so that is what I want to talk about here today. So I will be referring to my notes because I do not want to miss anything. Now, with the vaccine that is out and a lot of confusion and questions about the safety of this vaccine, the question is, what can we as sickle cell patients do to stay safe and healthy during this pandemic? Now, do you intend to take this vaccine? Have you taken the vaccine? Why or why not? I would like to know. All right. I personally have decided that I do not want to take the vaccine for now until my fears about its side effects are abated. So, in the meantime, what can I do? Now, we know that sickle cell patients have a compromised immune system, and this compromised immune system puts us at a greater risk for infections, be they viral or bacterial. I was in China when the coronavirus broke out. I had just arrived 2 days prior to that, and I ended up staying there for 10 months because there were no flights back to Canada. However, even though we're in the midst of the whole thing, my family and I were able to stay safe by following their protocols, by following their guidelines, and also adding a host of vitamins and supplements to our routine. So we left China after 10 months and came back to Canada. At that time, the coronavirus was already under control in China, but here in Canada, the number of cases were increasing on a daily basis, and so there was still a lockdown going on, and those restrictions were in place. But despite those restrictions, I had to go to work. I am a teacher, and as much as I sanitize and wear masks, I just realized that it was impossible for me to really be 100% safe because there were just too many factors that I personally couldn't control. And so I had to figure out what I was going to do in addition to those restrictions, like wearing masks and social distancing, what I was going to do in order to stay safe and healthy. And that is what I want to share with you today. So here goes. The first thing I take during this pandemic to help me stay well is vitamin C. I take vitamin C 5,000 to 4,000 to 5,000 milligrams a day because vitamin C helps build up our immune system and makes it harder for us to get sick. I also take vitamin D. I take vitamin D 5,000 milligrams a day. I know that doctors say that we should take 1,000 international units a day, but that is barely enough. So, as an adult and as Black people, especially, we are not able to absorb vitamin D through our skin. So, it is important to take vitamin D supplements on a daily basis. The lack of vitamin D, the vitamin D deficiency, is responsible for several cancers. So, it is better to take about 3,000 international units daily of vitamin D. The next thing is taking probiotics. I take one probiotic of 50 billion strength on a daily basis. And if you have children, I would recommend one probiotic of 20 billion strength, children older than a year old, of 20 billion strength once a day. And for vitamin C, they can take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C on a daily basis. The next thing I take is garlic. I take 2 cloves of garlic on a daily basis, or 2 capsules of aged garlic on a daily basis. And when I don't feel well, I double or triple the dose. Now, garlic is a natural antibiotic, therefore, it is not good for you to take it continuously. So, I take it for 6 weeks and then I take a break for 3 weeks. Now, during the period that I am on break, if I get sick and I feel like I need to take some antibiotics, I will resort to some other natural antibiotics. And the ones that I have tried are golden seal, echinacea, elderberry, and olive leaf extract. Now, I want you to know that I am not a doctor, but the advice that I'm giving here are things that I have done myself that have personally helped me and that are helping other people that I work with. So I would suggest that you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and start small and see how your body tolerates it. Okay, so that would be my advice, and those are about how we can stay safe and healthy during this pandemic, especially now that restrictions have been lifted. So, have you taken the vaccine? Please tell me about it in the comments. If you have, if you haven't, also tell me how you are keeping safe during this pandemic, especially now that restrictions have been lifted. Thank you. Stay well and stay blessed. Bye.